Hi guys and welcome back to Off the Record. I feel like I haven't really been here for a while actually. So we wasn't here last week, apologies. I feel like it's been a while. But today, Jules is not around unfortunately, but I have Yinka here with me.
Hello everyone.
He seems a bit shy, but I don't really think he is shy.
Probably not.
Maybe partly my fault. I asked Yinka to join me yesterday. So he didn't really have much notice, but he didn't have much choice either. Yeah. So Yinka is here today, and I'm telling you, he's got lots to get through. If you think that men don't chat and don't gossip, think again. So welcome back to Off the Record every Thursday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Off the record just basically means that it's off the record, no judging, you say what you want to say. As you guys know, we do refer to stories, but don't say any names just because like others don't really choose for their business to be out there. But I choose my business to be out there.
You can judge if you want though, but I just can't see you judging me, so it's all good.
Oh, they can judge like in their homes. Yeah.
It works that way. Everyone is going to judge.
I
So.
hear you.
Yeah.
So getting straight into some quick housekeeping. If you want to call in or you want to WhatsApp or text, the number is +44 739 8820 922, or you can head over to the World Jam Global chat room, make a quick profile. It takes about 45 seconds. I've tried it myself, and then you can interact with us in the chat room. But I feel like I've said enough.
Probably not, because you've got 2 hours to keep going.
No, I mean, like, I want you to introduce yourself.
Well, you already did. My name is Yinka, and I'm here by force.
No, it's not by force. It's anything by force.
I mean, if you're here, you can see that there are like guns and everything in front of me right now.
Don't worry about the guns. Don't worry about that's just for show.
So there you go. I'm just here, but
So normally we do news catch up. This week we're not going to because there's so much. Oh no, actually. There was something Yinka wanted to talk about. I wasn't so keen. I don't think this is breaking news, but over to you.
What was it? Well, Angelina.
Yeah.
And Brad. Who cares? Nah, it's okay. Just in case you're looking for a new girlfriend, head over to USA?
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the States.
And I'm pretty sure Jennifer is probably happy now.
Yeah, Jennifer Aniston is happy. Yeah. Is she with anybody, or is she married?
I think she's married now, but
I think she
might be
someone.
divorced soon.
Oh yeah.
So
for those who don't know, Brad and Angelina are divorcing. From what I understand, Angelina asked for the divorce.
Yeah, I think everybody probably knows that right now.
Yeah.
I mean, except if you live in like a cave or
yeah, you wouldn't really know.
Yeah.
No. But I personally think that like where we are in the world, there's so much stuff going on in the UK, in the US, all over the place. Brad and Angelina is not breaking news. It's like, who really cares?
Well, you'll be surprised, actually. Lots of people do care. I mean, who cares what Kim Kardashian is what we're wearing or whatever? But actually, a lot of people do.
Yeah, I hear that.
Who cares where Kanye goes on holiday? But a lot of people follow that. So, I mean... The only reason people have like 1 million followers or 500,000 followers is because people care about what these guys do. So at the end of the day, people could pretend like they don't care, but
I don't care.
Well,
I don't follow that stuff. I don't care. There's more important things in the news.
Yeah, true. That is very true. But that's the world we're living in now.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad times.
If your life is boring, go find out what Beyonce is wearing tomorrow. On Instagram.
How are you going to know what she's wearing tomorrow?
Well, she will tell you. I'm pretty sure she'll tweet it or something or Insta.
Oh, I don't know. I'm really not into all that stuff. Yeah. Jules is into all that stuff. She knows what's happening in the world of entertainment and media, but me, I nah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe because you're a granny or something.
Yeah, I am. I'm like a granny. Like, anyway, that's another story for another day.
Another day. Okay.
So, guys, my rant... Oh, you don't even have a rant of the week, do you?
I do not. I was very busy at work today, so I couldn't think for work or anything else. Well,
I'll give you a blie because I only asked you about the show yesterday.
Yeah.
And I asked you about your rant of the week this morning.
Yep.
And you're busy at work. So this time round, I'll give you a blabber. If you're coming to join us again, Yinka, you need to have a rant and a quote.
I will look for one. When you give me like a week's notice.
Okay, I'll try. Next time I'll try.
Good.
So my rant of the week. So I mentioned this story or this scandal quite some time ago on Off the Record. As for our people listening who have tuned in before, I was seeing somebody and found out that he was married. Dun, dun, dun. But that's not even the shocker. Well, that is the shocker, kind of. he tried to get back in touch. All this nonsense. Then he's kind of gone quiet. I haven't heard from him in ages. I thought, yes, he's left me alone. I can live my life. We were talking about blocking yesterday, weren't we?
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Blocking,
What happened to the blocking?
I told you yesterday.
Yeah,
I don't
you're
block.
not a blocking person,
I don't block. Julez will block away. I don't block. You don't block either, do you?
I semi-block. Like, it depends on how much you disturb my life. So I then decide that, okay, you know, instead of me telling you about your life, I'll probably just block you and let you go sleep on it. So
yeah,
it works that way. But I probably have like 60 blocks on my WhatsApp.
60?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Because I'm that guy, if you bother me too much and stress me too much, I just want you to go live your life so I can live mine.
I've got a feeling I'm going to learn a lot about you in this 2-hour session.
Well,
60 blocks.
Well, it's like over the years, so it's not recent.
Don't try and make excuses now.
Nah.
60 blocks. Actually, I want to hear how many blocks other people have. Let us know how many blocks you have. Is it on? Can you like go on and it just tells you the number?
Well, if you go on your block list, you can see like just keep scrolling.
So you have to count it.
Yeah, I can show you if you want to see.
Okay. No, it's all right. Don't worry. I don't want to see it. Let us know. Do you have a blocked list, and how many people are on your blocked list? I don't think I have. I could check, but I don't really think I have any.
I guarantee you, if anyone actually replies, it would probably be mostly the women that have like the most blocks. I guarantee.
I'm really not a blocker. I just don't.
Well, that's you though, but. You know, I believe like most of, if you were to look at people, I mean, the percentage of the higher blockers is probably the women.
But yours is quite high, I think.
Over 5-6 years.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Anyway, what was I talking about? What was that? So, married man.
Yeah.
So, he's gone quiet, you know, living his life. I'm living my life. Everyone's happy. Well, I'm happy anyway. I don't know about his wife. But anyway, that's another story. So the other day, as I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, I started to try out Plenty of Fish. So the other day, he pops up on my Plenty of Fish talking about, I can't remember what he was saying. But I'm thinking to myself, this married man, he got caught out March of this year. And now he's coming, well, I don't know if it's recent or a long time ago. Like, did you understand that he's a married man?
Well, yeah, he's on the hunt for a lot more stuff.
It's not cool. It's not cool.
At the end of the day, guys will be guys, I guess. And you know, to be fair with you, like if it was me in that situation, I would forever avoid you.
Damn right.
Everywhere, because that's so embarrassing. You got caught out. Like you got caught out, so you just fade away. Like,
exactly.
Just, you know, let the whole thing go away, and then maybe try somebody else if you're stupid enough to keep doing that. But
so I'm saying I forgot my train of thought. Plenty of Fish. Like, okay, so I saw him on there. He communicated with me, but there could be other people on there who know his wife. This man is, I don't know if I told you, he's big in the church. The wife is big.
Oh, he's a church man.
He is the biggest church man.
This is why
Scripture upon scripture, telling me about devotion. Oh, this man is the biggest church man. And his wife is the biggest church woman. Oh, if I could tell you the stories on Off the Record, but you know, that's their business. But yeah, why is it? I just don't get it. And he had to... Anyway, let me not go into too much detail about people's business because there's too much.
No, at the end of the day, I mean, there's this whole thing about, you know, church and heaven and you're a good person and all that. I mean, I don't go to church that regularly, but I always say to people, if there is really hell, people that go to church and myself will be in that hell. Oh yeah, I definitely agree. Because I agree. I think nowadays people just go to church just to take register. You know, just like just like, you know, I went to church today. Bum. Yeah. Or they go to find husband or wife. Or find a husband or wife, and then. But the thing is, that's not what it was made for, was it?
Not at all. Not at all.
I mean, sometimes when you go to church, you know, the girls that come in there with what they wear is kind of hotter than people going to a club. So you're just like...
I've got a friend. God bless her. I love her to bits. But she'll be in the club on the Saturday, drinking her drinks in her little dress and her heels, popping champagne, and the following Sunday she's waking up to go to church. Ooh. Every weekend. Bless her, love her dearly, but girl, please.
Nah,
that's too much. It's too much. And she's posting in pictures at church and at the club. You know, got the pictures. Oh no, it's too much. It's too much.
Nah, I mean. When I was at uni, there's this girl as well. I mean, when I say she's been around, she's been around. Not naming names. She smokes weed. You know, we drink together, all that stuff. And then she, you know, popped up one day and said, you know, Yinka, you should go to church. I'm like, what? Okay, why? Oh, it's good. You know, we have to go to heaven and all that. I'm like, oh really? Oh, okay. Well, I'll be seeing you hell then. You know, that sort of situation.
Sometimes it's the people who you don't expect.
Yeah, I think it's just a lot of people just want to paint themselves in a good way while doing things the wrong way. Because I know pastors that, you know, take a trip down south. You know, I know pastors that have been caught out doing things they shouldn't be doing. So there were like people at the church that believe every word that come out the mouth of, you know, a pastor, and you know, as fast as says he's a man of God. Yep, let's go. Yeah, oh no, just come to the front and give all praises and everything. You know, I am not that guy. I go to church to just make fun of those guys. You know?
I do think the church is full of hypocrites. But there are some people who go to church for the right reasons, like my granny and my grandma and this and that, and everybody that you know that they all go to church for the right reasons. Actually, I'm going to church this Sunday, which I'm quite looking forward to. my cousins give. Was that funny? Hold on. So I say I'm going to church this Sunday, and Yinka laughs.
Are you going for the right reasons? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I am. I'm going to get my blessings.
Hallelujah.
I'm going to give thanks. No, my cousin is giving a sermon this Sunday, so I'm going to receive her sermon.
So you're just supporting the movement?
I like to go to church. Jules and I found a lovely church in Wembley. Really lovely church. The church was beautiful. Not just looking, it was just a lovely church, but just too far.
Very far. I don't think I can even wake up to even get in my car to drive that far.
Yeah, Wembley.
But anyway, there are good churches out there, but you know, I mean, to be honest with you, I think if you go to a church where even the pastor is a bad guy, as far as you're going because, you know, you're a good Christian and you want to talk to God and do whatever it is they do, you know, it's between you and God. But, you know.
I agree to a certain extent. And I say I agree because the church that Jules and I found, and I'm not going to tell the church name, but the pastor was like a convicted sex offender or something he did, rapist or something he did, convicted, done his time, come out of prison, come back to church. And a lot of people would say like, oh my gosh, how can you go to a church where the pastor is this bad person? I just feel like, who am I to judge?
No, but he could genuinely have changed and he could genuinely have been saved by God and all that stuff.
No, he done the strippiness when he was pastor.
Yeah, but then he could have been saved the second time.
Oh, I don't know about all of that.
I was only joking anyway.
I don't know about all of that.
What, is he African?
No, he's not. No.
What?
I don't know where he's from. He's from the Caribbean, but I don't know where.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah.
What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know.
Okay, I understand. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not sure if I'm liking this where you're going.
I mean, I could say a lot about African pastors anyway, but you know, we'll leave that for another day. Story for another day. You can write that down. You know, for a topic for another day.
Forget that one. So my rant of the week is that married man is at it again on dating site.
Yeah.
I think it's sad. I think it's really sad that, you know, he's got good wife at home and still, you know.
Yeah, well, he's a cheerful giver or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, but I just think
he's a hunter. I'm not supporting him, by the way. I'm just saying that's him. No. It is wrong. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it is definitely wrong if you have a wife at home. It's wrong to have a wife and do that, and it's wrong to also do it, get caught, and keep doing it.
This is it. And like, so publicly, nothing like trying to do quick under the you know. He's like out there. I think it's too much.
Some people are brave.
Yeah. Or stupid.
If you're brave, go to the army or something,
Yeah.
Go fight.
He ain't like that. Anyway. So that was my rant of the week. Matt in the chat room is asking, are all the blocks women? So I think that's about your blocks. Matt, I don't know why I didn't think of the question myself. But so over to you, Yinka.
I think probably about 60% are women anyway. Some are guys. Maybe like annoying friends that one time and they keep being annoying and you're just like, I can't have it anymore. And some of them are crazy women where, it's all cool initially and then, maybe when you're busy at work or something, oh, you don't holler at me anymore, blah, blah, blah. And you get that all the time.
Yeah.
And you're just like, you know what? Take the road. And then
What, so male friends?
No, female.
Oh, female friends.
Yeah, male friends are just annoying sometimes. And then them ones where you just have a fallout and you're just like,
Yeah.
And they like, sometimes they're just like, let's squash the beef. I'm not squashing no beef. Don't hold at me.
Do you hold a grudge?
No, I don't hold a grudge, but like there's a point you get to where someone pisses you off to a point and you just be like, okay, we're done. Move on.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't really believe in, taking rubbish for so long.
Okay, yeah, I hear that.
Yeah,
So you just block?
Yeah, because if not, they just keep disturbing you.
I think that's,
life is too simple, I always say. Like, life is so simple. You just need to leave and let people leave.
Just a quick hey to guest, is that 163? Guest 163? Is that, my eyesight is not good.
Where's that? I don't know how this works.
Oh, they've just gone. But if guest 163 wants to come back into the chat room and you want to interact, just sign up quickly, make a quick profile, and then you can interact with us.
He's back, or she's back.
He or she is gone again. Don't know what guest 163 is doing, but if they would like to come and interact, please just sign up quickly and then you can interact. Unfortunately, you can't comment as a guest. So, moving on. Where are we going next?
I don't know.
We are going to hot topic all the time.
What's
dating problems. Oh, it's getting scandalous. Dating problems. I don't really think I've had many dating problems.
Don't know. What is dating problem?
I don't know. Break it
down.
I don't know. Whatever you want to talk about.
Well,
it could be a date gone wrong. It could be. Actually, you were telling me a story the other day, which was interesting.
Yeah, expose my life.
Go on. I'm not going to. I don't know. I don't know what you want to share. I don't know.
No. I'm open. Whatever you want to know. Or you want. I'm like that.
Yinka,
I mean, you can judge me from afar. I can't really see you, so it's all good.
This is not really to judge you.
No, it's not judging me.
I mean, if I was the woman on the receiving end, I'd be pissed off, but I wouldn't be in that situation anyway.
No.
So anyway, to give you some context, so correct me if I'm wrong at any point.
Yeah.
Yinka took a young lady out on a date.
Hallelujah.
And it came time to pay.
Pay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember this conversation?
Which one is this?
It came time to pay, and Yinka wasn't really too sure about this person. So he got up from the table. It might be dinner or drinks, I don't really know, and just left.
No, that's not what happened.
That is what happened. No. Okay, tell us
I left, but
you
I already paid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so you paid,
yeah,
and then you left.
I paid from the start anyway.
No, but the paying part's not the problem. That's not the problem.
No,
it's the fact you left. You just left, up and gone.
I mean, it was the reason I left. It's the main thing.
Share?
Okay, so
if not, don't worry.
So we went out. We went to this bar / bowling place, and we got there. She just walked up to the bar. I want this, and you're paying for it. And then she walked off. Ooh. And I was just like,
for real?
What just happened? And the bar guy, who was, stunned.
Yeah.
At the whole thing, was like looking at me and looking at her, and just like, you can see in his eyes, like, are you gonna take that?
So was she black or white?
She was black. And she was Nigerian. And I've not always been a big fan of Nigerians, Nigerian girls. But I'm Nigerian as well, so I'm allowed to say that. But only because most of them, or some of them, or the ones that have, managed to interact with think they're the best thing the world have ever made. So, you know, attitude problems and being obnoxious and all that stuff. But anyway, so I bought the stuff and I paid for it and went on the table, and then she started to ask what I do, and I told her, I told her what I do, and and then she says, "Oh, are you living in your own place and all?" And I was like, "No." Well, the thing is, and then I told her the reason why, which is, I'm an only child. So at that time I was single. I'm still single, by the way. So if you want my number,
holla.
Yeah. So I said I was single, and my mom didn't want me to move out because, again, African moms, only child. She wanted me to be home forever, but I didn't want to be. And of course, she called all my uncles and my aunties who said, "You cannot go anywhere." And I said, okay. So I took over paying the bills and mortgage and all that stuff. But I said all of that to her, and she was like, "Nope, you have to get your own place, this and that, blah, blah, blah." I was like, okay, auntie. And then she said,
auntie.
No, I didn't call her auntie. But in my head, I was like, okay. So she said, so what do I do? And I said that, I told her what I do, and what she asked for, what my position was in the business and stuff. And she was like, "No, it's too low. You need to move higher and all that stuff." And I'm thinking, wait, this is the first date. I don't know this woman from anywhere apart from about 1 week we've been talking and stuff.
It's too much.
So when she was done with all her whatever she was going to say, I said, "So what do you do?" And she said to me, she's a carer at
and she doesn't have her own home.
I know. I said, "Do you live by yourself?" She's like, "No, her parents."
This
and
is
I was
the
like,
thing.
What? you just
Yeah, I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised.
No, I mean, I was stunned. So I think after she said that, I said I was gonna take a call outside, and then I got in my car and drove off, because stupidity like that don't deserve.
Yeah, I don't blame you, because that is stupidity. Like, how she demanding all these things but can't deliver them herself. I think a lot of women do that, by the way.
Yep.
A lot of women do that. But I do think that, just the gentleman side of you. Because you said to her, "Look, babe, this is not working. I've already paid for the drinks. Let's just go our separate ways."
No, I think she lost that right as soon as she started saying stupid things. So I think if you wanted to have that sort of treatment, then you should shut your mouth and not say stuff that
right.
that is stupid.
This is why I like having an opinion, because I think me and Jules, we have similar opinions. I mean, sometimes we do differ, but it's good to get a male and a female perspective on different things.
Yeah, true. We've got to defend ourselves.
If a man ever left me sitting there in the bar or the restaurant, I'll be pissed off.
One question though. Would you ever say what she said?
No, I wouldn't say that. Those
there
things.
You go. No, so no man will ever leave you then.
That's why I said to you, I would never be in that situation.
There
but
you
if
go.
for some reason the man lost his mind and I'm still sitting there, the embarrassment.
Because there's no way you are going to make a man just get up and walk. Because you wouldn't say anything that stupid. No. I mean, anything else. I think maybe if she got to the point where she's like cursing out my mom or my dad or something like that.
That can't really happen, really.
Exactly. So this is the next stupid thing.
Yeah. Okay, I hear you. Like the next thing is some high level thing.
Yeah.
I hear you.
There's no lower you can get than that.
Yeah.
So,
fair enough.
If you're gonna judge me, at least try and be better than me.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think a lot of. I don't know. Tell me, do men do that as well? Are they expecting something from a woman but can't give the same?
I personally think guys are a lot more relaxed about stuff like that, because I don't think a guy will go on a date and sit down and think, okay, what do you do? Do you live at home? Do you drive a car? Do you do this? Do you do that? How much do you make? All that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean?
agree. I agree.
A man wouldn't do that, but I know a few women that would do that.
Yes, they would. They would either ask or they'd be thinking it. They might not actually ask it, but they'd be thinking it. But what I'm saying is a case that a man starts to think, okay, I like this woman that I've been seeing a few times. Would they, in your experience, friends that you know, do they expect things from a woman but can't deliver those same things?
No, I don't. Well, from my group of friends,
yeah,
you know, we're all doing quite well. So
yeah,
they don't really expect, you know, unrealistic things. I know though that we also do not expect to have a girl who is.
I was just gonna
dumb,
say
dumb,
that.
Dumb. You know those ones where you talk to and you're just like, I might as well talk to a brick wall or something.
Yeah, but some people are shy. Like I'm quite.
No, not
I'm
being shy. As in when they open their mouth, it's just the dumbest thing that come out. You know, and then you have girls like, you know, they can't hold a conversation to save their life. Not being shy, but it's just like you talk about something and then just go off on a different one.
I don't know.
But personally, though, I wouldn't go out with somebody who has no ambition. I don't care what you do, because I feel like whatever you do, you can make it big. Like you can make that thing bigger. You could be, you know, and I know girls who started off doing people's nails in the house and all that, and then by the time they're done, you know, I mean, in a couple of years, they're already running a business off it.
Yeah. I hear that.
It doesn't matter what you do. It's just as far as you're not just chilling, doing nothing, or expecting everything to come to you. So I wouldn't date someone like that. Or
you wouldn't?
I wouldn't. But then again, there's two type of guys who are actually looking for somebody who's, you know, they want to seriously be with, or guy who's just looking for a pretty girl, want to, you know, do a certain few things and then walk away. So yeah, it is.
But I do think that a lot of men feel that like they want a virgin, or someone who is pure, someone who hasn't had many relationships or hasn't had many sexual partners. But when it comes to them and their own experience, they have been sexing all over the place.
True.
It's not right.
I literally will put my hands up, and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Because I've never been guilty of that, because I feel it's stupid if you've, you know, slept with more than one person and expect the, you know, whoever you want to be with to just never be with anyone.
Yeah.
And one of my friends, my very close friend of mine, she's a female. She got linked up. You know, her sister got married, and she got linked up with this guy from her sister's in-law side, and they were on a date and they were talking and all that. And then he dropped something about, he would love to be with a virgin. And when she told me that, I just thought, what an idiot! Like, firstly, are you a virgin?
Exactly.
And that's what she asked. I mean, I trust my friend. She asked that straight, and she was like, and he said no and all that, and she gave it to him real quick. Like, you know, why would you expect that? But you're not, you know, in that situation. So at the end of the day, I think sometimes it's insecurities, and you know, because if you've been around yourself quite a lot, you get paranoid a lot that whoever you're with has been around just like you've done.
Yeah, but I hear you. So you might be paranoid, yeah. But if you speak to the person and you come to find that they're not really that kind of, it's okay for them to have a sexual past. At our age now, it's okay for them to have a sexual past. I'm not saying it's okay for them to be like loose and with everybody,
which they might be.
I don't know. I just think some men are.
I mean,
expect a virgin and they're not virgin themselves.
They do. That's very true. But the thing is, it's almost like a protective dad. If a man who's been around and has a daughter would be so strict.
Yeah. I get it. I get it. Yeah, I do.
But at the end of the day, I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't want to build I don't really care to the point where, you know, you've been with a few people, whatever. That's fine. That's normal. It happens. We all do that. But I don't also want to be with a woman who, when I go past, you know, the aisle in Tesco,
everyone's saying, "Hey,
and yo, Chantel, what's good?" You know,
yeah,
and then you go to aisle 2, and then you see 2 other guys, like, hey,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
aisle 3 and 4, and by the time you're out of Tesco, you probably have more points than you came. So
I hear you. I really do.
It is. It's kind of like, where do you draw the line now? You know,
I think if you connect with somebody, and obviously you are going to ask about their past and whatever, and it's satisfactory. I'm not saying you're going to say how many people and, you know, what did you do, but you at least find out. Like, you might say how many partners have you had?
Yeah.
Those kind of questions. You get to find out.
Though. You know, some people might only have one partner, but maybe 100,
true,
100 traffic, 100. traffic is big through that tunnel.
All right, so I have a question for you. Let's say you meet somebody.
Okay.
And you really like this person.
Right.
And things start to get heated or whatever. You're in the bedroom and she's a professional in the bedroom.
Oh.
She knows everything. She knows which corner to hit, which angle, which this, which that. She's got all the outfits.
Okay.
And she's putting down some serious work on you, right?
Yeah.
Would that put you off?
What? Why would that put me off?
Would you think, oh, she's a hoe? She's
no,
been around.
No.
Okay, so explain to me what you'd
the
think.
Reason I wouldn't think some people.
Go on.
Okay, so some people are just natural freaks. Doesn't mean they're acting
I'm not saying
all the
she's
time.
a freak. She's a freak, but she knows how to do the freaky stuff.
That's what I'm trying to say, which means you're a freak.
No.
She knows how to do the stuff.
Yeah, she knows how to do the stuff.
What I'm saying is some people just naturally have a flair for that kind of stuff. You know, maybe they just get curious a lot and watch stuff and, you know, read stuff and whatever. But it doesn't mean you have to actually do it because, you know, I mean, I've been with somebody who's been with many people, but she is the most boring human being in that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you've been around quite a lot.
Yeah.
For you to be able to sort of pull a move or two.
No, but I'm talking about she's professional.
That's what I mean.
Everything. Like, I hear what you're saying. There's books, there's porno, there's all this stuff to look at. But you could have a freaky mind, see all this stuff, and you wouldn't really be able to be professional on day one that you try it all out.
Well, is she a virgin though?
No, she's not a virgin.
Exactly. So she's practiced one time at least.
No. This one is professional. This is not just one time.
How professional can you get? Porn, like porn stars.
She's like she knows everything. She knows exactly what angles to
be honest with
hit.
You, look, the A to Z of sex is not really that big. Different positions, yeah, okay, we can read about stuff like that and try out, you know, the oral thing, and there you go, and then some other weird stuff. I mean, then you go 50 Shades of Grey or 50 Shades of Crazy, whatever they call it now.
There's all sorts you can do.
Exactly. So people read about these things. I mean, I personally think women are a bit more freaky than guys. The reason I think that the biggest readers of 50 Shades of Grey were women.
I don't think that's the reason.
No. Do you know why? Because women secretly have those things in their head and just want to.
Yeah, they do. Damn right, they do.
And then when they're reading that book, they're just like, oh, take me down.
Yeah, let me tell you, that book, I read all. Is it 3 of them? 3 or 4?
Oh, there's 3.
There's 3 books.
I thought it was 1.
No, the first book had me feeling some kind of way. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Do you know what? The first book, I didn't read it. I opened the page and read one page, and it gave me nightmares. Like,
you
seriously.
Should read it.
I would not read it.
Book 1, it has you feeling away.
Yeah,
it really does.
Won't have me. This is what I mean. Like, women a bit more. You know, it's just that guys act on their little impulses than women do. But if you open a guy's mind and a woman's mind, I think women have a lot of more dirty stuff going through than guys do.
But the thing is, though, I think men like to have sex, but women like to be adventurous.
Exactly,
but
my point.
But women want to be adventurous with one person, whereas men sometimes, I'm not going to generalize, men want to have sex with several people.
Do you know what? Sometimes I actually feel like it's not so much that guys want to have sex with so many people and girls want to do it with one person. I think it's more that guys do not care and still try to, you know, go for anyone and everyone. And women would pretend. You know, they don't want to be called a hoe or this or that. It's the names. No, I'll tell you why. You know, I know people that if you see them, like, you know, they go boyfriend and everything, but I can count during the relationship with that one boy how many guys he slept with. That he doesn't. So
you're saying that when a woman pretends to want to be with only one person.
I'm not. She might genuinely want to be with one person, but also want to explore with other guys, and she don't want to lose that guy. You know, so there's 2 versions to the whole thing. You can't say because guys get caught more than girls do, it means that we want to have sex all the time. Don't get me wrong, that might be true. I mean, you know, we're a guy. It's a hormones thing that's going on. But we women too have the same thing. So at the end of the day, you have the same thing, you're thinking the same thing, we act on it, and, you know, a bit too, we get caught or whatever.
Yeah.
But women are very good at hiding it. So I think
women are very clever. That's what it is.
Well,
men aren't clever enough.
Because something else do the thinking for us.
Yeah, they think of their head, and it's not that kind of head. They think of a different type.
But it doesn't mean that the women are holier than we are.
I know. I think
so nowadays, I think it's changed.
A lot of women cheat.
It's changed now, because before I used to think that we were the one, but during the times where you hear things and see things yourself, you start to realize. In fact, being in a relationship starts to scare you, because you think,
what's happening?
Yeah, because like I don't. Hopefully my sister's not watching this, but she just told me recently that one of my family friends, she's a girl, she's married, she has a kid,
right?
But she's close. Well, she had a kid really young, so she's like 23 or whatever. She's really close with my younger sister, who's 21, and she went all the way to our uni to meet another guy.
The family friend did.
Yeah, that my family friend who's married. She went to my sister's uni to meet another guy so she can get some hammering. My sister told me this.
Oh, it's too much.
Do you see what I mean?
It's too much.
And she came from London to Leicester.
Oh, no, it's too much. It's too much.
This is what I'm trying to tell you. So
life's not that serious.
And if she gets home, she's like, hey, baby, how are you? I love you. Blah, blah, blah.
Imagine.
He don't even know another guy.
I'm saying he doesn't know. He's there saying, oh, hey, baby, how was your day? He doesn't know.
No, he doesn't know.
That's upset. Like, I don't really think about those kind of things, but it does happen.
It does happen.
Like, I don't want to bring those thoughts into my relationship, but it does happen.
Facts of life.
Yeah.
That's what it is now. So it's just
worrying.
people. I mean, I wouldn't know that. If I saw her whenever, I'll think she's like a good wife and all that. But if my sister didn't tell me, then, I wouldn't have known. So there you go.
Have you spoken to the family friend?
Well, everybody has their life to live. She can live her life. I don't care.
But have you spoken to her just like generally?
No. I'm not that close with her. It's just my sister that's close to her. So, things like this, these things happen. It's just that we don't, hear about the women's side. We just hear about, the guys. Yeah. Actually, that would probably explain. You remember the other day we were talking about the Yoruba demon thing? I was just going to say this.
I learned something new just the other day, these Yoruba demons. I couldn't believe it. Explain.
Well, so there's a whole stigma around Nigerian guys and how they're serial heartbreakers and all that stuff. So I was just saying, like, being Nigerian is hard, because as soon as a woman hears that you're Nigerian, she'll be like, "Oh, are you Yoruba demon?" And basically, what that means is, I sent you like an Instagram thing, didn't I? That I saw recently. Can you find it?
Yeah, let me find it.
Yeah, so that was a good example of what a Yoruba demon is, and it's just basically a Nigerian dude, usually a tribe from Nigeria. You can read it.
Okay.
A tribe from Nigeria, the Yoruba guy, but they're very good at playing women that they became known as a demon. And this will probably give you an example of what it is.
So this woman on Twitter is tweeting about her situation. She says, I paid for his master's in Kingston.
I think you have to start from the bottom.
Oh, from the bottom?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, 100.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
There you go.
I am so heartbroken. Some of you men are monsters. I found on Instagram this morning that my fiance for 3 years has done his traditional wedding last weekend. Taiwo, it will never be well with you. I paid for his master's in Kingston. I gave him everything he wanted. Taiwo, you have destroyed me.
Yeah, that's a good example of Yoruba demons.
That is wicked. That is wicked. That is like some devilish wicked. How can men do that?
So these things happen. Some Yoruba guys have like 4 or 5 girls on the go at the same time, And but the thing is, this is what amazes me the most, right? I know people, I have friends who's like from, Congo, Cameroon, all that stuff. The one from Congo, right? She's my friend. Her and her family say or tell me they hate Nigerians, and none of them will ever marry one. And a few years later, our older sister, who absolutely hate Nigerians, Yoruba especially, married one, and she has 5 kids with him. You know,
Still
and I was like,
married?
I don't know if they're happy or not.
Oh,
you know,
well,
I don't get involved. That's a whole different. But what I'm trying to say is, they say all of this. Oh, we hate Nigerians, we hate Yorubas, and all that stuff. But the same ones that emphasize about, you know, how much they hate the Yoruba demons and all, always end up still going for the same Yoruba demons.
I don't know. Well, I can't comment. I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know. But I'm just thinking of Jules, who says Jules is Nigerian, and she says categorically she is not marrying a Nigerian man. I can't get around how a Nigerian man or woman can say they're not going to marry a fellow Nigerian man or woman.
Because when you do know what goes on.
Oh, I can't understand.
I feel Jules actually. If she was here, I'll probably give her a high five.
Yeah.
Mainly because I know what she's talking about and I know where she's coming from. Because the thing is, it's kind of hunting in a way that, you know, you put your net out there. 9 out of 10 times you probably catch the bad ones. I mean, that's for men generally, I guess, you know, as from what I've heard. But the thing is, then if you throw on that side, you probably catch 9 out of 10 Yoruba demons. And they will tell you they love you from here to the moon, and, you know, you'll get messed up. So I understand where she's coming from. But the other side of it is, I think a guy can do it. Any guy.
Can do what?
It can do it. Whatever the demons can do. The Yoruba demons, as they put it, you know. The whole breaking heart, or whatever this girl is talking about on Twitter, or whatever it is.
Whichever one.
You know. I've heard of it before, and he's not a Nigerian dude that did it, you know.
Oh, so you're saying that any man can be Yoruba demon.
Exactly.
So it's just demon, just man demon.
A woman can do it too, but you never hear about those.
No, because she gets away with it.
Okay, well, what's it? What would you say about, you know, women that leave their man at the altar and stuff like that? Or
I think if you're not happy, don't marry him.
No, why did you say yes in the first place? Made him pay for everything and pay for the wedding, pay for this and that, and then I'm telling you, I'm not gonna lie. If that happened to me, I will go to a house and shoot her in the face.
Let me tell you, let's say somebody proposes to me, and at the time I'm in love, and I say yes, you know, plan the wedding, got my dress, everything's going well. I turn up and something in my heart tells me I shouldn't do it. I'm not doing it.
Are you gonna wait till the wedding day?
No, I would have told him before. But let's say
I said the wedding day.
Yeah, but let's say I don't get round to it, and I'm still in love, and the wedding day comes.
And the wedding day, and I
realize, I would tell him.
Yeah, no,
I'm not marrying nobody from mistake.
Please tell me you're not. You know, you tell me like you're not marrying me maybe a week before the actual marriage, because I can still get refunds and all that stuff. Because I don't even care that she would leave. If the fact that I lose over 20 grand, I mean, weddings are not cheap nowadays. Money. You know, I will sell you for 20 grand. So don't even try.
Yeah. I mean, I think if I say yes to somebody, that is my husband. I'm not saying yes to somebody who I don't want to marry. So I don't think I could be in that situation. But
no, that's what I'm trying to say. But even if you was, you would know a week before, because
I would know long before.
There you go.
But if I didn't, if it was on the day that I realised, I would tell him. I would have to. I can't go through with it. Yeah, get married and then divorce afterwards. I can't do it.
Divorce is expensive, man. Because
trust me, it's too much.
If I ever got married, yeah, I would. If the wife say, "Shut up," or "I'll divorce you," I'll be like, "Okay,
shut up."
Because shut up. I don't want to. Because that wedding was expensive. Trust me.
Yeah, you know? Shut up.
I'm not married now, but I'm saying if I was married at that time, you know, it would. Except if we went to like a registry and it's just like, oh, we signed papers and we're married, and it's like, woohoo. Divorce me whenever you want, it's fine.
Yeah.
You know, but if I spend like 20-30 grand on a wedding,
30,000 pounds is too much for a wedding. Now, I know what I want for my wedding. I know I can get it in under 20,000 pounds.
Even 20 grand is a lot.
No, I can do it under.
I mean, the guys out there will say, you know, that's a BMW. They're losing a day.
Don't worry. In some time, you can then get the BMW, but for now, it's wedding.
Well, you know what I'm trying to say is that wedding is equivalent to a BMW. Yeah. And you know what? That BMW will probably last you a whole lifetime.
What, longer?
so that all that 20 grand has gone in one day.
Yeah,
yeah, you know, it's something you don't want to play with. And when you want to walk into that sort of stuff, you kind of like, I mean, in accounting, we have this thing called depreciation. So the longer you're married, the more you've used that of that wedding.
No,
wedding.
but with the car, all you get is the car. That's it. With marriage, look at everything you get. You get a family.
I'm not
you
saying
get
it's wrong.
Trust
me, I would love to have a family, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to say is, for a girl to walk away on the last day, that's a BMW you've missed out on.
Yeah, I hear you. So. Jules in the chat room, she is talking about seeing the thing that we read out on Twitter. One real Yoruba demon. Jules, I think, has come across one Yoruba demon. No, he wasn't really. No, he wasn't. No, I don't think I have.
Just one? She's a lucky girl.
I'm thinking, well, no, not really.
Jules, how many have you had?
Yeah, tell us, how many Yoruba demons have you come across? I think I've only really come across one. He wasn't Yoruba, but still demon. Man demon, that's what I'm calling him.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, like I said, it's not limited to a guy or just one guy from one place in the world.
I think they're all over. But women, you can have women demon as well.
Yes, I just said that.
Of course. But you know what I've just noticed? Yinka and I had a bet just before the show. We've got a list of stuff we want to get through. And I bet him that we could get through all this stuff in 2 hours. And he was like, no way can we get through it. I'm looking at the time now. It's been 45 minutes and we've got through 2 things. So I think I have lost the bet.
Okay, good.
I think I have lost the bet, unfortunately.
Definitely.
So we were talking...
That's because you have me on the show, though. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
This guy, right, 45 minutes ago was nervous. Was telling me, I don't know. And now, I remember I said to you.
I was just pretending, just trying to make you feel like you're all good, I was like, put some respect in my name.
I said to him, 20 minutes in, you'll feel normal. And look now.
Well, I always feel normal most of the time. Like I said earlier, I was pretending, so... Yeah. I'm cool all the time. I was born ready, by the way, so.
Jules has had a few.
She's
had a few, but the one that I was thinking of, trapped her and messed her up.
All right, you know what? Just tell me what his name is, his address and everything. I'll sort it out for you.
Girl, they're out there. You just have to, I think you have to just try and once you realize what the situation is.
Do you know what? I actually want to hear about this whole trapping and all that, but I don't know if she want to say it, but
Yeah, Jules won't mind telling her story. Yeah. I'm talking like she's me, like I can just say to, like, she wouldn't mind, but I don't think she would mind telling her story. But actually, I was just going to give the contact details for you guys if you want to call, if you want to text, or you want to WhatsApp. The number is +44 739 8820 922, or you can head over to the World Jam Global chat room. You can head over to the World Jam Global chat room, and if you are a guest, please do sign up quickly so that you can comment on what's going on. Moving on swiftly. Yeah. So I went to my grandparents' house yesterday. I just went to go and say a quick hello, and I got the usual pressures of when am I going to settle down, and it's like all the time.
You're not African. Let me give you the African version.
Go on.
When are you going to bring a man to this house? All your mates, my friend's daughter, she's married. All my friends' children are married. And you're still here.
I know.
You're still here.
I'm still there.
You're still here. You're not doing anything. It's no good. I want grandchildren. I want to show my own grandchildren. That's what it sounds like.
That is exactly what my grandparents say, but not with the accent.
Not with the accent, but I'm Nigerian, so we all do. We have the weird ones.
The pressures are everywhere.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you.
What happens?
I mean, I'm an only child, by the way, like I said. So I remember when I was younger, my mom said, before you have any children, make sure that you finish your university, you have a good job, you're financially stable and everything before you have a child and wife.
Now?
But then in the last year,
right.
The same woman that told me not to have any family, till I'm 30 or whatever it is, has turned around and said, my daughter's friend. She's very, you know, she's a nice girl. You know, you two should start talking to each other, get to know each other. I'm like, who? No, not happening. And those many offers have come in from left, right, and center from my mum.
I think that's more African thing though, because in my culture we don't really, like my mum and dad don't really say, oh, my friend's daughter and this one and that one.
Yeah,
I think
it
it's
is
more
African culture in the respect of a girl. But me as a guy, the only reason my mom has changed her version now is because she barely sees me. So she doesn't know what I do with my life. And the only reason she doesn't see me is when she sees me, she's always telling me to go get a girl. And now she's even said, don't even bother getting married. Just get pregnant and I'll take the baby. I'm like, no, I don't think the mom is going to let you take the baby.
No way.
Not going to happen. And I'm not really keen on bringing up a kid where I'll just see my kid like every weekend or all that stuff. It's me coming home, wife, kid, all that stuff. So, I mean, it's just doing things when you're ready, really. So it's not worth you like having a kid and, you know, no stability in the kid's life and all.
I definitely agree. So like the pressures come from everywhere, but you just have to just knock them away because the alternative, like I said, just to settle with anybody.
Settle with anybody. You know,
nah, I'm not.
Don't listen to your mom if she tells you, "Hey, you know, you're heading to 25. Very soon, you'll soon be on the shelf. You'll be expired." Just tell her, "Mom, it's okay. We all good over here."
We're trying. The thing is, it's different times now. Like when our parents were growing up and our grandparents, there were different times. Like they all were matched up together and whatever. It was simple. You can go out and find a husband quick. Now, it's a different situation.
We have to go through Instagram now to find a wife.
Don't even get me started on Instagram and those Instagram beauties.
That's for later. That's for later. You know.
Where are we going to next?
No, I haven't finished. So who's been pressuring you though, apart from your grandma?
My grandparents.
Yeah.
My parents, not so much. Like my mum, like I would go on a date and come home. My mum would be like, "Oh, how was the date? What was he like? Are you going to see him again? Oh,
yeah,
what's
what
his
was
name?
he like? Tell me.
Who?
Whoever it is.
Listen, I'm not talking about anybody in particular. But if I go out and she'll see me getting ready to go, I'll say, "Oh, so what?" When I get back, "Oh, what was it like? Oh, tell me. Come and sit down. Come and sit." Like she wants to ask all these questions.
Yeah.
I'll say like, slow down. It's just date number 1. Just slow down. But
there's still 100 to go.
Yeah, still 100 to go. My dad doesn't really pressure me. It's more so my grandparents.
I think men are a bit more relaxed about stuff like that.
My dad's relaxed.
Women are a bit less relaxed.
Yeah.
Because they worry that you will get expired.
Yeah.
We don't have expiry date, you know. Well, maybe.
I thought I have an expiry date.
Maybe when you're 50, when it don't work no more, you know.
50? You think 50?
I don't know.
An expiry date for what? To like
having babies and all
that. Oh yeah, no. I'm talking more expiry date. Like, when do I say, okay, I'm giving up now?
Oh no, I meant expiry. Like, you know, the way they say like you need to get married now,
like
or no man. Yeah, that kind of stuff. You know.
That's what I mean. Like no man is gonna want you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's less than 50.
Well, definitely less than 50. Except if you're gonna go into like go marry like a divorced guy or I just you know, all you can do is pray on it, pray. God will bless you one day. Yeah. It might not be today or tomorrow. It could be 5 years. We hope not, but you know He will bless you. Yeah, it won't be 5 years. Bro.
No, it won't be 5 years. Don't claim it.
Yeah. But if you want, you know, if you want it soon, I'm a pastor. Just put some money in my, you know, my offering, and I will pray for you, and you will receive it wherever you.
How long have you been a pastor for?
About like a minute.
Yeah, I thought as much.
But you know, I have the spiritual strength and everything, so you know, it's a game of chance anyway. So
it is literally a game of chance.
Yeah, but in case any pastor is watching this, please do not shoot me.
Yeah, we're not trying to deceive anybody.
Yeah, you know.
It's a bit of banter, a bit off the record banter, but no, it's cool.
Yeah.
I think before we go to the next sorry. Take my pen. It's okay.
Sorry. Yeah.
Before we go to the next topic, I think it's time to play a quick tune. What
tune is it?
So this is a tune. Oh, let me make sure I can open the iPad, because this is not my iPad that I'm using today. So this is Olatunji, and it's called Oh Yay.
Oh, just wait before you play that. Where is he from?
Listen.
Where is he from, though?
Listen. So Yinka thinks
I do not think his name gave it away.
Just because his name's Olatunji doesn't mean that he's Nigerian.
He's Nigerian. He probably was born
I don't
in
think
the Caribbean,
he's fully Nigerian. I'm gonna Google it actually when we're playing the tune. So this is a tune for today, and I hope you enjoy.
Are we off now?
How you move your body, come shorty, walk it for me. I guess standing nothing to say, cause your lips them look so good like plenty cherry. You lift and you drop it for me. Oh la la mama, fet to pete. So you on the road yesterday, the rhythm your waist up like two lele. Cause I must get a taste of that waist mama before I die. Just give me where you never give nobody, don't be shy. I know all of them who watching, they go talk. But when they talk, we go tell them, I don't know about you. But when I don't in the band, me and a woman and me chanting, no nana. She dancing to Afro soca. I don't know about you. But when I'm on the road and I'm in the boat, you know I'm not sober. She grip me like I'm all over, got me chanting. For more, bumper soft like butter cocoa. I grind and I walk up for so till she friends and them ballin', they want to jito. I ride her just like a moto, rev it up then I ready to go. I love how she roll and she flow, got a bumper, it rosy like pink moscato. I must get a taste of that waist mama before I die. Just give me where you never give nobody, don't be shy. I know all of them who watching, they go talk. But when they talk, we go tell them, I don't know about you. But when I don't in the band, me and a woman and me chanting, no nana. She dancing to Afro soca. I don't know about you. But when I'm on the road and I'm in the boat, you know I'm not sober. She grip me like I'm all over, got me chanting.
You're right.
Maybe.
So I told Yinka,
Yes.
I told him that Olatunji is not from Nigeria.
Okay, fine.
He tried to argue with me. I said, okay, all right then, okay. But now he is eating his words because Olatunji is Trini.
Okay, well, the thing is, on my defense, right, he's got a Nigerian name. How do you defend that?
Some people have African names, some people don't.
Tell me who has an African name.
I have a friend who has an African name, and I think he's half actually.
No, I mean Nigerian. Nigerian is not African name. When you have a Nigerian name, it has to actually be.
I don't know, but I tell you one, Olatunji, that's one.
You're so funny.
I told him, he didn't want to hear me, but anyway.
Okay, well, you win this one, so it's all good.
I won this one. He won the bet though. He's won the bet, but I won.
We still need to talk about
that.
what my prize is. So
okay. I know why you didn't tell me. Anyway, that's another conversation. We'll have that one off the record. So, we are going next to wedding as an accessory. I don't think that's so much now, though.
Yes, it is.
I don't think
no,
it is.
Trust me, it is. Firstly, can I just say, Instagram has caused a lot of problem in this world because, you know, wedding is just like the new viral video or clip or whatever that's gonna go crazy on Instagram, or the wedding pictures that's gonna get most likes and everything. And girls see that, and they talk about it, and they put it on there. I mean, I'll give you an example. Oh, when that guy who was crying like a little baby.
I thought that was so sweet.
It's not sweet.
Oh,
he's thinking about his
cried.
life. I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm going to be stuck with this woman for the whole of my life.
No, he wasn't. Do you know what? You and Jules are very similar because she did not like that video at all. She said to him, get up off the floor and stop crying.
I thought it was cringy to the last.
I thought it was so sweet.
See, you know what? As a big man, yeah, if you're like super, don't get me wrong, as I'm talking like this, but I'll probably cry on that day because I would just be overwhelmed by the whole thing and seeing that come in. But I would not cry like him. He was crying like the whole world was like.
No, bless him.
I think it was either fake or it was overdone, or you know, you can cry like a big man, like a normal guy. You not a big man, but a normal guy. You know, you can like.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't believe. Not like, come on, man. Who does that?
That was.
It was not sweet.
First of all, it was real. That emotion is real.
That guy beside him was like, look at your wife, man. Look at your wife. You know, like I would slap him and be like, what is wrong with you?
I know. I thought like if I'm walking down the aisle and my man is so overwhelmed to see me coming, it would melt my heart.
Do you know what? There is what you call overwhelmed, and there's what you call you look like an idiot. And he looked like an idiot.
I would say, baby, come, let me give you a hug.
Even his wife, did you see the look on the girl's face?
She was like,
the girl was just looking at him like,
what are you crying for? Oh.
Dude, man, cry. Don't whip like a little girl. You know, don't do this.
Sweet.
It was not sweet. If he's not listening, but if he is, it was not sweet. Come on, be a man, man.
It was
sweet. Like I said, I'm not saying he shouldn't have cried. I'm saying it's almost like. I mean, if there was torturing going on, probably would be an example of what torturing looks like. Because it was just like, come on, man. It was not that bad. It's not that serious.
He was overwhelmed.
By what?
Man, his wife to be is coming down the aisle. This is his life.
Apparently, he's a YouTube guy or something.
I don't
know. Somebody told me that, I don't know how true this is, but apparently the reason he was crying like that is because they decided that they were not going to sleep together until after marriage. And
so he was getting excited.
Mate, you will not cry about that kind of thing. Like, if it was me, I'll be like, yeah, I'm getting it. I'm getting it today.
No, maybe he's thinking like,
come in. Come here, let me put that ring on your finger and get it.
No. He's thinking like, oh my gosh, all this time I've had nothing. All this abstinence.
I bet you any money that guy has had something.
From her?
From somebody else.
Yeah, from somebody else, yeah.
I don't care.
From somebody else, I agree. But from her, probably
not. It's the same thing. If she says no and you go somebody else.
Oh, do you mean during the time?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant before her.
No.
Oh, I can't comment on people's relationship because we don't know.
We don't know. But I'm saying there's a theory out there.
So you're saying then, using that logic that you just used, you meet somebody, she says to you, do you know what? I don't want us to have sex before marriage.
So I basically shot myself in
the
foot now.
You would say, yes, okay, babe, you can do that. But you would go outdoors and go and do things with other people.
No, I wouldn't. Do you know why? I'll be like, first of all, before I say yes to that contract, is it like no sex as in 0? I mean, there are many ways to kill a rat, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
But
are we talking about slicing his head off, or are we talking about no, anything?
Well, I think if you're going to do it, it should be no, anything. Because if you do little, it will give you temptation to do more.
No, see, I can ride with that.
No, I don't. Maybe you can.
Do you know what? I can ride with that. Because at the end of the day, we get to the same point either way you go.
But like, let's say you have 2 years of little. How 2 years of all that temptation?
It
2 years.
It will give me the inspiration to propose even quicker. So
yeah, but then you got you have the proposal, then you have engagement, then you have to plan the wedding.
The wedding will follow. By the grace of God, it will follow. You know, when it gets to that point, be like, nah, you know what? She's good. I mean, I love her to death and everything. And it's 2 years already. I mean, there's only so much you can know each other.
Yeah.
You know, you only ever truly know anyone by the time you like marry each other and you're, you know, angry at each other constantly, which is normal because you live in the same house anyway. So there's only so much you can know somebody after 2 years, and you know, bring that ring, bring that finger. I'll put it on. You know,
I don't know. If I was gonna practice no sex before marriage, I would just do nothing because I don't want no temptation.
You know, sometimes a guy's body reacts a certain way. You know, you just
this is what. Yeah, but if I'm gonna do it, my husband or my husband to be has to be up for it as well. It can't be that I want to and he doesn't, because it ain't gonna work that way.
Okay, well, I mean, to be honest, at the end of the day, would I want to lose an amazing woman because I don't want to? I mean, I still want to do something else. That's the main question, because when you don't want to lose her, you say yes. And you actually follow it through. At the end of the day, women are stronger than guys in that sense. So if I come at you saying, you know, you're looking very zesty tonight, let's go and do something. You'll be like, no, it's not happening. If you stop it, then, I mean, the guy will beg and beg and beg. And then... Yeah,
but I might not want to stop it in that moment.
There you go.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't do little. I just wouldn't do anything.
I mean, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Even when you say absolutely nothing... I mean, you can't expect your man to see you walking around in some short shorts and, you know, some tight tops and everything.
But I wouldn't do it.
So you're going to walk around in like gowns and...
No, I'm saying I can't do no sex before marriage.
Well, we're on the same page then. That's all right. I thought you were saying no, you can't.
I'm just saying if I was going to do no sex before marriage, right. I just wouldn't do any little foreplay, nothing. Okay. Nothing.
I mean, at the end of the day, like, except if you're a true born again Christian, in the normal world, there's no rule that you can't test the car before you. Yeah. Before you know.
I think it's too risky.
Too risky to what?
To not test the car.
I mean, yes.
Yes, you have to have test drive.
Because you might be in that situation where the guy is just like missionary all the time. You
exactly. You need to know that like you both got the same sex drive.
Exactly.
You know?
Or he wants it like every day, and then you're like once in a month, and
you need to know.
Nah, you need to definitely
you need to know what you're dealing with, and then I think
but at the end of the day, if you love somebody, would you really end it because you know he's not on the same sex drive as you or whatever? That's the main thing. But if before he gets to that love stage, you probably already know like this guy is not my thing. That I can't deal with that.
Yeah, you'd know.
But then when you have kids, you might also, you know, sex drive might go down. So it might be very, very sexually crazy.
Anyway.
Yep.
So you were saying that Instagram and stuff on has affected the wedding
because of what you see.
Rates, increased divorce rate.
Yeah, because people just want to sort of. I mean, it's a mixture of many things. But then when you see a lot of people getting married and they're putting pictures and Instagram videos and all, and it's so cute, I want to be like that, you know, flamboyant weddings that are really nice and everything. It looks good. You want to experience that. You want to be like the center of attention for a whole day, and we all know how women love to be the center of attention for a whole day.
I do.
So that's the number one thing on the mind, and then they're with a guy who they think they love and want to spend their life with, and the guy proposes and say yes, boom, they get married a year or two later, which I've heard many of those, the wedding's over or the marriage is over and all that, you know. So at the end of the day, it's all, I mean, all what's out there. People want to be like that one day and want to get the most likes and everything, or make what's that thing, viral video of their marriage, and maybe some idiot crying like a moron or something like that, you know. So it's all, I think Instagram is responsible for a whole lot of things. It's
perhaps, but I think people need to have some kind of like resistance.
I like how you believe in people a lot.
Cause I just think like it's easy to blame Instagram and it's easy to blame Instagram and stuff like that, but
no, I'm not blaming
a video on Instagram is not going to make me want to behave in a certain way.
You're assuming everybody is reasonable.
Yeah.
And see, my dad, bless his soul, he always says common sense is not common.
It is. Oh my gosh, it is not common at all.
There we go.
It is not.
Makes you wonder who called it common sense.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually have common sense for calling common sense common.
But maybe no. Why has it got to be he who made common sense? Or she.
It even makes it better. If he was a she, then, it goes with theory that, some women just say what they don't know and just blah, 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 blah.
Maybe he or she thought it would be common. And then over time, we've realised that common sense is really not common.
Well, I think whoever it is probably dead by now and probably realised it a lot. Maybe common sense was common back in the 18 or 17 or 1600s, whenever that whole theory came out. But nowadays, when you ask people that, who is the Prime Minister of England, and they tell you, London Mayor Boris Johnson is the Prime Minister of England, of the United Kingdom, then common sense is not common.
Do you know what? I'm sitting here thinking, when we started talking about wedding as an accessory, I was thinking, no, I don't think so. But actually, just as I'm sitting here thinking, I think actually, no, it is become more of maybe not accessory, but people, like, actually, no, you're right. I think you're right. They see it. They see all the videos and they think, oh, I want some of that. Yeah, I agree. So I'm thinking of a few people, actually, who have got married. And well and truly, I don't really think they were, like, really, really happy. But we have a call, which I'm just going to connect in. I think it might be Jules calling in.
Prime Minister of England.
Hello.
Hello, off the record.
Hi, Jules. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
She's gonna attack me.
Yinka thinks you're gonna attack him.
Huh?
Yinka thinks you're gonna attack him.
No, I was actually going to give him big props.
Oh, thank you.
She was gonna what?
Give me big props.
Okay, that's nice of you, Jules.
I'm giving big props. You're doing the seats well.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry you're not here. It's just I wanted to be on the show so much. I had to contact my juju people, make things happen for me.
Yeah. No, you're doing good stuff. You guys still talk about the wedding thing, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I wanted to add my 2 cents. I actually agree with Yinka. I think it's become more of a fiasco of trying to get likes and people liking your wedding. Like, for example, there's this particular wedding, and I think PhiaJay, you know what I was talking about, where it got thousands and thousands of views. And I was like, oh, that's really lovely, and everyone was like, oh, that's so sweet. But then the next thing I know, the couple decided to have their own YouTube account and start posting videos about marriage life, and I was just like, you just got married. Enjoy your blissful marriage. Why would
Hold
you
on,
set
Jules.
up?
I don't know who you're talking about.
You don't know who I'm talking about?
No.
I'm not going to bait up the YouTube channel. I'll probably tell you off the phone.
Yeah.
But they got thousands and thousands of views, and everyone's like, oh, they look so gorgeous. And yeah, the wedding was absolutely gorgeous. But I think the aftermath of everything was, all of a sudden they were like, oh, yeah, we're going to set up a YouTube account and talk about our wedding. We're going to do a Q&A about our wedding, and this is the beginning of our YouTube career. I was just like...
Yeah, but I think that if they want to create a YouTube account and that's what's going to start them off, if they've already got that following, then why not capitalise on it?
I found that weird, because you're not the only people to get married. There's plenty of people getting married in this world. And like Yinka said, everyone focused on just this one wedding day and forget the realities of what marriage comes with, and what happens is a lot of the time these marriages break down, and then a year later, God willing that hopefully these people's wedding or marriage lasts a lifetime, good on them. But a lot of the time you hear people doing all these lavish weddings, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, what's happened with them? Oh, they're not together anymore. It didn't work out.
I do hear you. I mean, like, when I get married, nobody on my Facebook or anything like will even know that I'm married. They won't know.
I'm telling you, you're even lucky if you find one picture and you say, oh, Jules, I didn't realise, I got married. And what?
Yeah, they won't know.
That happens, it's life.
But I think for some people who want to get into YouTubing or whatever, that just may be their way in.
Yeah, but why should marriage be a business plan, though?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Marriage should not be a business. I think for you to make it a business is something, if if you've had a successful marriage, maybe 10 years down the line, and you feel like you have wisdom and knowledge to share about your marriage and how it's become a success, then that's understandable. But you guys are newlyweds. So you can kind of sit there and come on YouTube and answer questions about, your relation. Okay, you can answer questions about your relationship and stuff like that. But I can't sit there and watch you and say, oh yeah, I'm going to take advice for them because they've just recently got married and they've got thousands of likes on their YouTube channel or their YouTube video, which is a highlight of their wedding.
Can I ask you a question? Are they about to celebrate 2 years of wedded life?
Huh?
Are they about to celebrate 2 years of wedded life, or just celebrate 2 years?
They've only just got married in the summer.
Oh no, I don't know who you're speaking about. Yeah, I think if I would be positive about it if they wanted to create a YouTube channel, they got married, they had lots of following, they found that as a shoe-in to create their YouTube channel, and then spoke about everything and anything or something or other, then I would say, yeah, cool, go them. But if they're doing it to then talk about marriage advice, then yeah, that I disagree with, because who are you to talk about advice and you just got married?
I mean, if you even... anyone could talk about whatever they want. The thing is, whoever is listening to someone who just got married for marriage advice, then you need to check your head. You get your head checked. Because
I absolutely agree. And I think just in this generation, and this current generation, we're so obsessed with the pretty things and images looking pretty and beautiful, and not realizing the work that has to go into it. So a lot of the time people feed off of that and say, oh, because somebody saw my wedding was beautiful, or I took a really cool picture, I now have segue to now be talking about certain different things, or this is a market opening for me to talk about, or just be like, yeah, I'm a vlogger, I do this and I do that.
Everyone's a blogger nowadays.
Yeah,
it's absolutely true. Everyone is a blogger, and then you get people that take thousands of millions of videos and say, yeah, I'm an influencer.
Yeah,
what are you influencing yourself?
Yeah. You influence
and a lot of people are obsessed with that.
You can't knock people who are trying a thing, though.
No. Yeah, there's a difference.
No, but I completely understand. I think I'm going a little bit off topic, but
that's all right.
I'm not knocking. Yeah, I'm not knocking anybody's hustle. But when people are feeding into that hustle, it becomes a little bit disappointing, because the generation, everyone is so wrapped up in materialistic things and the things to do with themselves and self-image and stuff like that, and people are not. A lot of people don't want to educate themselves on bigger and better things and stuff to do with the world.
I mean, I totally agree with you. I think it's gone out of scale now, and that's why I said. I mean, it wasn't as bad when Facebook came out, because not many people.
Yeah.
And there were not too much filters and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Instagram changed the whole game, because you see like somebody on, say for instance, a person normal and how they look normally, and then you go on the Instagram page and you're like, is that the same person? Or
same person? Yeah.
You know them ones where you're like, all of a sudden from being dark like me to being the lightest person.
And we're gonna come on to that in a while, actually.
Holy Spirit, take control. Okay.
Yeah, I just think, if it's gonna get you away into doing what you want to do, then go ahead with it. But I wouldn't be taking marriage advice from somebody who just got married in the summer.
Well, whoever does definitely needs help.
Yeah. But I really want to know who you're talking about, Jules. I'm trying to sit here.
I think she'll tell you later, because she doesn't want to.
She'll text me. She'll text me.
Okay, good.
I will text you. Don't worry. I will definitely text you. But guys, you're doing a great job. I'm thoroughly enjoying myself, even though my ear's killing me. But I'm thoroughly enjoying myself listening to the show, and it's quite weird actually listening to it and not being there.
I can imagine it must be weird.
I'm not there, but I'm listening to this. But guys, you're doing a great show, and I'm going to love you and leave you and continue listening.
I can speak to you later. Don't forget to text me.
Bye. I will do.
Okay, see ya. Bye.
All right, bye. Thanks, Yinka. Bye.
Bye.
So thanks to Jules for her call. I agree with, like, not even the subject stuff, but it must be really weird for her to be sitting wherever she is listening and just want to get involved, because I hate it when I'm not here and I'm listening. I just really want to get involved. So that's probably why she called. But anyway, So it seems like I just said to you a little while ago that you and Jules are so similar.
Because
so
we
similar.
speak the truth.
So what? I'm telling lies.
No, you just mix the truth. Like a
Blasted
bartender.
cheek. Imagine he didn't even want to come and do off the record. Now he's talking about, me and Jules speak the truth.
Oh no, I was just making you feel like I'm not ready.
Yeah, I thought he wasn't ready.
But I was born ready, by the way.
He's ready.
Yeah,
So you touched on this about, people in real life, they look a certain way. Then on Instagram, it's like, oh my gosh, is that so? And that's because of makeup.
Well, it's makeup, filter, lighting.
Oh yeah. So I told you I'm not into all these fancy things. Makeup, yes, but filter.
It's contouring too.
Oh, don't get me started on contouring.
I just learned that like a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, contouring.
And then someone was like, "Oh, you know about contouring, right?" I was like, "Huh?" And it's like, yeah, it makes your face look slim. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's too much.
Like,
it's too much.
Do you know you can contour your whole body? I was like, what?
Tell me
something. Yeah. How can I know more of this than you?
You can contour your whole body. How can you contour your whole body?
Please go on Instagram and check it.
But when would you? But you have to put your clothes on though.
No, I don't know. You contour your chest and contour.
I've seen contoured like cleavage.
I think that's what they're talking about.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Contour your abs and stuff. If
it's too much.
Bikini stuff, If you want to go out looking all sexy, and then you contour your whole. I don't know, but I was told that happens, and I'm thinking, what is going on? I mean, you don't. It gets to a situation where it's already in that situation right now where you just think, this girl that is looking all fine, I wonder if she's looking all fine for real,
I think makeup a little bit, like a little cover up, do what you got to do is cool if you look the same way when you take it all off. But it's excessive stuff like the contour, I think it's too much, all the highlight, all this. Oh my gosh, some people go in. Like, how have they got time to do that? I think
makeup was intended to enhance you.
Yeah, enhance, not change.
What's going on now is stronger than Nigerian juju. And trust me, Nigerian juju is strong. It's them ones where you just like, if juju can make somebody fly or somebody change into like goats and stuff, I don't think juju is still strong enough to make you look as amazing as. I mean, I've seen before and after pictures all on Instagram, makeup happening, and I'm just watching there like.
It's like a work of art. It's not easy,
What's going on? No.
It's just transforming.
I'm not ready. Help me, Lord.
Yeah.
So it's one of those situations, and you just think that, okay, when you get to that point where it gets to a situation that a woman changes herself so much that you probably can't recognize her.
Yeah.
You're just like, why is this happening? Why is it happening?
I can't answer.
Instagram.
It's not just Instagram.
Let me tell you, it is Instagram. Do you know why? This is how it all started. Few people post here, post there. Everyone is chasing. most like. And then you notice that, this girl is putting on a bit more showy tops and stuff. And she's getting more likes. And me putting on a full clothes, I'm getting less like. You know what I'm going to do? Pull the top down. Yeah,
but you have to have the goods underneath.
Well,
so what you're saying is now
come in. Some stuffing.
Contour, the cleavage contour.
There you go.
Yeah, you can make believe all of it now.
I mean, there's people that have no body or anything like that. And how do they take the pictures? They sit down on an edge or something, so he just pushes it up.
How do you know all this
stuff? Because I watch Instagram stuff. That's where the secrets come out.
They sit on the edge of the chair.
Of like, maybe like if they're taking a picture in the bathroom, that.
No, the corner of the bath, like.
The surface area.
Yeah.
Where you put your brush and all that, when it happens.
Okay.
So you just lean against it a little bit.
Okay.
And it pushes the battery up and, you think there's a lot going on there.
Look at this one. You think he's a woman.
Do you not watch all these joke videos
I don't watch Instagram.
Oh, come on. They make funny videos about all these things. And then you have stuff like that, going on. And then, girls are taking those sort of pictures. And girls who are looking at those sort of girls are thinking, she's doing this and getting this much. Like, maybe I should do the same thing. And even Snapchat is another thing. Like, I hate it when, girls on Snapchat, they do all their makeup and everything. and get like a top and pull it down a little bit, and then they take a picture saying, "Oh, I love my ring." But the camera is not even looking at this ring; it's looking at the cleavage.
Somebody was saying, I think it was a comedian. Somebody was saying this to me, and they'll say something like, "Oh, I'm tired today." But in the picture, they look wide awake.
I know.
All the cleavage is out. Everything is on point.
I mean, don't get me wrong,
angles.
girls. Don't get me wrong, girls. I love seeing them.
Yeah,
it's fine.
She's saying, don't stop.
I love seeing them. But what I'm trying to say is, we know you're not doing it for the new nails you just got done or whatever.
Yeah.
You just want to show what you got going on. And the one that makes me laugh the most is no makeup selfie. When you can clearly see there is makeup in that selfie.
This guy is going in. Like, how do you come across, like, you're a man?
Yeah,
like,
but you got them in Snapchat. You see them on, like, your friends send you videos
no
and all that.
No makeup selfie is no makeup selfie.
Yeah, but then somehow, you wake up with, like, all that stuff on your face.
Let me not lie. If I was doing no makeup selfie, or I don't know, I think I'd still put a bit of lipstick on and some mascara.
But then it's not no makeup. But I'm talking about full makeup and then say no makeup selfie.
Okay, that's different.
But I'm like, okay, I know you got makeup on. So what are you trying to do? Like, what's going on?
They're trying to deceive us. They're trying to deceive. Like, I can't stand this Instagram beauty ideology. I can't stand it, Oh, I just think it's a waste of time.
So how do you think, guys, we feel like you lie to us, not generally, like not you.
Yeah, but
I'm saying
I get it.
It's like, looking at a girl's Instagram and she's looking hella fine, them light skin things going on, and he's like, "Oh, mommy, what's going on?" And then he sends that DM and she replies and she's like, yo, backwards, forwards, exchange numbers, and then go back home, set like, "Oh yeah, we should meet sometime." And then, he's chilling, waiting for this pretty girl to come in, and she comes in and is like, "Oh, sorry, somebody's sitting there. I'm just waiting for the person." And it's like, "That's me." "Oh no, the person is lighter than you." I was like, "No, that's me." I was like, "Oh, really?"
Yep.
"But you look different to all your pictures." Yeah, you just got con, mate. In Nigeria, we call that 419. It's when you got slammed.
I don't get why they do it though, because they must realize that, like, they're gonna get caught out. Like,
I think it's a game of chance.
They're going to get caught out. You can't turn up and say like, you are going to get. You can't lie once you're in somebody's face.
Yeah, but they believe maybe the guy will probably see past all of that and just focus on the the boobies and the journals and all that stuff.
If a man did that to me, like, I wouldn't see past it.
Yeah, but we don't wear makeup that make us look lighter.
No, but I'm just saying, if guys did that, I don't think I could.
Yeah, no,
see past it.
women have low tolerance for guys messing up, but somehow we're meant to be okay with girls messing up.
I didn't even think of it. That's so true.
Do you know why? We want what you have. You are the controller of,
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have to sort of just go with whatever you say, you know what I mean? So that's the situation. So that's why you get away with everything, and we barely get away with anything. But it's not fair, is it? Like,
women have control, is that what you say?
Well, yeah, because, it's just like trying to go to somebody's house. They have the lock and the key, they let you in. Except if you want to break in, but breaking in is illegal, so you don't want to do that. Don't break in.
No, you don't want to
jail. It's not good. But you have to knock and be nice and polite, and you're not gonna come into someone's house and you're like, you must buy what I'm selling or whatever. It's up to her. So that's why she can let whoever in or not.
The reason why I ask is we were talking about this a few weeks ago. We were talking about, do women have the pussy power?
Hell yeah.
And I think I said they do. Our guest host, who's a guy, said they don't. I can't remember actually, but to get your opinion.
If he says they don't, I don't know.
I can't remember what his opinion. Not that it wasn't valid. I just can't. It was
a long time
ago.
Obviously, it's valid. Long time. But I'm trying to say.
So you say they do have the pussy power.
Hell yeah! If you want what a girl has, if she's like being, playing hard to get or whatever, you go.
But don't you think that some men can play the game to get that power, or to get the woman to do what he wants her to do?
Well, it depends. Sometimes if the guy is maybe who do you guys follow on TV, or the actors and Denzel or something? He's like that, I'm talking an ordinary guy. Well, it depends.
Like me and you,
it depends on how good looking it is, because trust me, a girl met a guy, she already knows if she wants to bang him or not. She already knows. It's if she's not sure, that's when you could sort of swing it one way or the other. But when a guy walks in and hi, my name is, she already knows if she's gonna bang that guy or not. It's just
when on a date or just
generally,
normal
if,
day
you
to
see
day.
a guy walking past and she's like, oh God, he's hot. And then if the guy comes up and say, hey, what's up? How you doing? You'll be like, yeah, I'm good. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm good.
You know too much of this women's stuff.
I am very observant of everything.
I can tell.
So in that sort of situation, if the guy said, can I have your number? I'll be like, hell yeah, okay, cool. Exchange numbers. Now, the other way around, if the guy's not as hot, hi, how are you doing? I'm fine. What are you up to today? You had a nice day? Yeah, it was good, thank you. I was like, okay. Do you mind if I have your number, please? The alpha guy didn't say please. This nice guy said please. No, I've got a boyfriend. Thanks. No, I can't give you my number. I've got a boyfriend. Oh, okay. And that's what he gets.
Yeah, probably. But that's because she hasn't seen the personality. So all she's got to go by is the looks. That's all she's got to go by.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So you're saying that she should give the number and then get to the personality.
No. I'm saying
that's just what happens.
I'm saying that's what happens because you say the girl will have the pussy power. She has the power to say yes or no. And when the guy he doesn't really have control. He just have a better chance when he's really good looking because the girl is already halfway there, when he says hello. And then, getting the number and all that. And this is why girls always say, oh, guys are like, heartbreakers and all that. Because they go for those kind of guys and expect that guy will make them some queen or something. And then, it happens in most cases. I just
think it's not always the hot looking guys who get the most attention. I think
depends.
It depends on what. It just depends. There's no one.
On what? Tell me what it depends on.
The women, because some women like those pretty boys.
That's what
they like them.
Well, see,
but I think
most
now,
women do.
Our age now, I don't think it is that case.
Nah, I still think it happens.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't
you'll
think
be surprised. Again, I've noticed you just think everybody's.
Do I think everyone's good?
Yeah.
No, but I'm trying to.
But I live in the real world, people.
No, but I'm talking about now.
I'm pretty sure you do too.
No, like before, like when we were younger, I think, it was all about, oh, he looks nice, oh, she looks nice. It was all about looks. Now, I think it's what you go by, like when you first see somebody. But I think now it's more about personality.
It depends on the person's agenda, though. It depends on the person. So if the lady is looking like, okay, she's done all that pretty boy stuff, she wants to settle down now. She knows for a fact that pretty boy is probably still out there banging everybody else. So she wants to settle down. That's when the not so pretty boys become, oh yeah, I want to get to know him, know his personality. That's when they come in, But many years back though, he wouldn't have had a chance though. So it's more like, no, I've got a boyfriend. I'm sorry, all that stuff. And you're like, yeah, don't worry. In 5 years, you are going to come back to me, okay?
Yeah. Well.
That's the difference. It is the difference. So yeah, they do have.
So you think all this makeups, going back to makeup, it's all too much?
Well, yeah, even women think it's all too much, but
I think it's way too much. All that the contour is what really, like, I just thought this is too much.
I don't really know. Like, well, I think I get the whole idea. Obviously, it makes you slimmer, but at the end of the day,
makes you look more chiseled.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you're on, like, it works with the cameras and all that stuff. At the end of the day, when all that comes out, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, you get situations where you take a girl who's looking hella fine and everything with the makeup on and blah blah blah. Take them home.
Looking hella fine with the makeup.
Yeah,
on.
Take her home. You wake up the next day and you're like, did I come on with two girls? Was this a threesome or something? And she's like, no, it's me. And you're like, oh, okay, all right. When are you gonna leave now? Okay.
But that's because she's done too much.
Yeah, I know. And there's some girls who, before the guy wakes up, they've already done it. But to those girls, I say thank you very much. The reason I say thank you very much is I'd rather keep the memories of you looking fine than waking up and then seeing that there's a whole different thing going on there. Because that feels like betrayal, like lies.
So would you prefer that this woman who does all the stuff, that when she wakes up in the morning, she rushes to the bathroom and puts it all back on?
No, see, it's less heartbreaking because you don't get to find out. What you don't know would not kill you.
Yeah, but how are you going to find out that that's what she is? You would never know.
Because if she wakes up and there's no makeup and you're like, oh.
Yeah, but you're saying that you want to...
I'm saying that to those women who wake up before the guy wakes up and get it all done, they're being considerate in the sense that they're not making the guy go, oh my God, what has happened here?
Yeah.
The guy can still keep the happy memories because I've seen what makeup can do. Like, I've seen the transformation of what makeup can do, and it could take, literally, makeup could take a girl who is like a 2 to a 10. Even Drake said, 0 to 100 real quick. And this is what I'm talking about. Like, it could take them to that level. And imagine you waking up to a girl, if you were a guy, who was a 10 when you picked her up and you had a good time and it was great. And you had those memories stuck in your head. And then you wake up and you find that, she's actually a 2. It destroys all that memory.
I get that, but you're saying that you would rather keep memory then so that she just gets up in the morning, puts it all back on before you wake up. But then you will never know.
No, it's not. It's not wife. I'm not talking about wife. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, you're talking about just quick.
Yeah, random.
Oh, quick.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, all right. Yeah.
Obviously not wife.
On
what day you will find out? Come on, man. After you've married her, what's she gonna do?
I thought you were saying that
after marriage, she'll be like, this is what you married, man. There's nothing you can do now. So just take it as it comes,
But I think if it's wife, then you do need to find out what she looks like.
No, there's no way I'm marrying a girl that I've never seen without makeup.
Yes, I'm saying you need to find out. This is what I thought you were saying.
Oh,
that
no,
every morning she's got to be putting
come
this
on,
on.
man. Common sense is not common, but I have some.
I was asking you.
I have some. Don't worry. Don't be worried about me. I got you, boo. I got you.
So all this makeup stuff now, it's the contour, everything else, the foundation and all the other stuff, even eyelashes, I could deal with all of that. But when I start to bring in this contour, when you can change the definition of your nose, you could create cheekbone where you never had cheekbone, you can make your forehead smaller where it was big. I think that's all too much. That is proper deceit.
Well, how do you feel? How do you think the guys feel? We feel bad,
That's
but at the end of the day, we kind of add the pressure to it because we won't give the girls attention if they don't look hella fine anyway.
Damn right.
But then they don't give us attention if we don't look hella fine anyway.
No,
so
I think that is wrong. Ways. I think that is. No, I'm not saying that's wrong. I think that's
it is true to an extent.
That's not the case the majority of the time.
No, when I say anything like that, I don't mean 100%.
No, but I don't think it's even like 60%.
I think you think everyone is.
I think it's more 50-50.
No, I think you're very naive.
No, I think it's more 50-50.
I believe you're not out there.
50-50. I'm thinking of I think it's 50-50. The women are at, how old are you?
I'm not gonna put it out there. You can't ask a woman, boy.
Oh, get out of here. I think then that okay. So how's it gonna stop? How's it gonna change?
Well, it's never going to change.
So this is just it forever?
Oh, yeah, it's going to get worse. Trust me.
Well, they have men's makeup now. So maybe men might start.
Huh?
Yes, they have eyeliner for men. They have all different stuff.
Oh, you mean gay guys?
He went there.
Well,
he went there.
What's wrong with that?
No, I'm not joking. Gay, straight. No, some straight men do it. Like they pluck their eyebrows and stuff.
Oh, no,
do you pluck your eyebrows?
Yeah, I do.
Do you?
With
no.
With knife. Why would I do that, man?
Yeah, guys are doing all stuff with their face and like preening their face.
But that's not typically black guys though. There's usually Essex
more
guys.
More like I would say like the pretty boys. I think they think to do eyebrow and all this different stuff. I think it's too much. I like to just look like, let me see how you look.
Well,
it's the same like what men want, but no, I don't think men do want to see how you look. They want the made up look, and then.
Well, it depends. I mean, if I'm going out with my wife, and I'll want you to put some sexy dress on and some nice makeup.
Hold on a second.
No. I don't mean transform yourself. This is not a Transformers is situation. Like don't go from a car to a robot. No, not that kind of thing. I'm just saying, enhance the whole situation.
Okay, enhance.
That's different. That's
enhance.
what makeup.
Okay, so enhance.
That's what makeup is for. To just enhance the whole thing, not to completely transform you from one to the other.
But you want her to wear it though, to enhance. So she can't. She can't go out with you going out somewhere
nice. You're not gonna go to a dinner and be like, "Yeah, this is me all natural in my makeup. I mean, without my makeup."
Why not?
Oh, come on, man.
Why not? Have you not seen how Alicia Keys looks with no makeup? She looks fine.
She has no makeup on?
Do you know? Alicia Keys is not wearing makeup anymore.
Anymore, though.
She used to wear makeup.
Oh, there you go.
Now she's doing makeup.
But it doesn't mean like just because you wear makeup you're not beautiful though.
This is why I'm saying to you. So why can't your wife go out with you with no makeup on?
No, I didn't say she can't go out with me. I'm saying like, say you're going to an event or something.
Yeah.
You know, I want to see her in like nice heels.
The thing is,
dress
if I'm going out, I'm going out. You know, I'm
go.
putting on. But
that's a different thing. I don't mean go to Tesco and the whole thing. Not that.
No. I'm saying I'll put my dress, my makeup, everything. I'll do what I got to do. Go out, have a good time. But at the same time, I feel like I should be able to, if I wanted to, my partner should accept that if I don't want to wear makeup on that day.
What, to club?
I'm not saying I would do it. I'm not saying that.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, no, if you're going to club by yourself without makeup, bye-bye, it's okay. You can go. But chances are you won't go because your friends will come looking
I know,
fly
but
and then you'll take selfies together and then you look like the odd one out because you know everything.
Listen, I don't.
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's
I know
usually how it is.
I know
so
what you're
there's
saying.
No way a woman will go to a club with her friends and not put any makeup on.
I would not do it. I would, but sometimes I might. Like this morning, I woke up a little bit late, and I thought, do I have time to put makeup on or not? And I thought, no, I haven't really got time. So I left, but then I took like my little things with me, and I done my makeup at work. But I'm saying that I should be able to go out without.
Do you use transformational?
No, I don't use. I don't do transformation.
So you look the same even without makeup.
This is what I'm saying. So if that's the case, then why can't I go out with my partner to go out with no makeup on if I still look the same? But you're saying, but you're saying that.
Hold on. You know, like. How would I put this now? So, it's when you put that makeup on with a nice dress and a nice pair of heels, and you're going out to whatever event it is.
I know you're going.
It takes the situation from like an 8 to a 10.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So you're like, we're just shifting things, a little bit upwards. We're not saying you should go from. Like I said, transformation, go from a car to a robot, none of that stuff, But if you're going to Tesco, it doesn't mean, oh, babe, you don't have no makeup on, can you?
No, but I'm saying...
There's some girls that cannot step out of their house without makeup on. Full
transformation, full one. I hear you, but what I'm saying to you is if me and my partner going out, why is it that I can't go out with no makeup on? See, why is he going to tell me, oh, babe, you're not ready yet? You're not finished getting ready?
He's not going to tell you.
He better not tell me.
No, he wouldn't. I would never say to my girlfriend, say, "Oh, you better not go out without makeup." Could you imagine? Because we both know you're gonna. Yes. Yeah, situation is gonna go down. But at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is there's a difference. Like if you're going out, say for instance, I have something at my office, and people are coming in all nice and made up, and my girlfriend is like, I can't bother today. I'm just gonna wear this and wear that, and you're like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, you look great. But
no, I think in that case,
in my mind, I'm thinking, hey, don't do this to me now. There are other people come,
I think you should say something in that situation.
Yeah, but if you say something, oh, you don't love me for who I am, is what I could be. No, women get that dramatic.
I do, but I think a man should say something. In that situation.
you know what my sister told me. My older sister says, a happy man. No, a happy life is a happy wife, or a happy wife is a happy life. Something like that.
Yes, probably something like that, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. So that includes if she don't want to wear makeup, don't say nothing.
No, because if let's say I'm going to a work do and my husband or partner's coming with me and he comes in his trainers or something, I would tell him, you need to go and get changed.
Yes, that's the difference. We are not that emotional. We'll just be like, oh, fine. And then go on and get changed. And that's it. If you say that to a woman, she would call her friends and tell her how much of a bastard you are.
You never guess what he said to me. Who does he think he is?
Exactly. So,
am I not good enough already?
You sound.
I know it all. I know it all. But I'm just saying, why can't my husband accept that I want to go out with no makeup on? Not saying that I want to, because I don't.
I mean,
if I'm going out, I'm doing whole package.
It depends on where you're going. If you're going to Tesco, it's fine. If you're going to Asda, it's fine. If you're going to Lidl, it's definitely fine. I'm talking about we're going out. Yeah, well, if you want to go clubbing with your friends with no makeup, that's also fine.
But with you, it's not fine.
It's not coming with me. It's fine. No. So if you're coming with me, if we have something at my office and you dress like that, I want to get halfway. I think I've eaten something really bad.
And you would go home.
Yeah, we just go. That's an easier way to get. I would rather not go. than go
I'll
there.
it's okay,
And then
then.
everyone is walking in looking all nice and classy and all that stuff going on. And then you walk in and I'm like this. Yeah. Yeah, that's my supposedly wife.
But do you know what though? I think you shouldn't be in that situation because you and your partner should know each other well enough to know how to present yourself in certain situations.
That's why you just fake something else to avoid the whole. She'll be like, "Oh, babe, are you sure? Oh, okay, let's go. I'll look after you." You get away with it.
I told you go home. I'm going out.
There's nothing as important as not being in trouble with the missus. You know, you just want to handle that. I mean, it's not even worth if the office do. You know, to risk being...
What if you could be getting promotion at the office do? That's a good one.
They will understand that you have the running belly.
No, promotion on that day, that's it.
I mean,
promotion
you just
day.
You just call your boss and say, you know, I'm feeling unwell, I can't make it in. They're not going to...
So you're going to risk promotion?
There's no company that's going to stop promoting you just because you're not feeling well.
Imagine that they were doing promotion.
Well, if you don't know, you just tell us, say, see, you are the reason I didn't get promotion. You know? You know that extra 10 grand that was going to pull my salary? It was because of you. Why, babe? What do you mean it's because of me? Well, my boss said that, if you came in not looking nice, then I'm not worth having.
See, but that would cause even more drama.
No, I said it's because of my boss, not because of me, you know? It's my boss's fault. So I chose to be with you than take that promotion. And then you got, she would love you forever.
You've got it all summed up, haven't you?
You just need to find a way to stay out of trouble, is what it is. You know, you
just
don't
behave.
Need to
just behave. Just
women will tell you they want a partner to be honest with them and all that. I mean, from that point, they start lying to you. You know, they will tell you they want to. There's some things that are not even worth saying. Just find a different way to just let it go. It's not worth the effort. Just leave it.
I couldn't do that, but I'm a woman, so.
But then again, you think everybody is like you, though. So
I can't generalize.
Nah,
anyway, you have clearly won the bet.
Oh yeah, 100%. I know that I was gonna win that, so
I'm upset.
Like I said, it's because you have me on the show. Thank you very much. You still need to pay my agent, by the way.
Yeah, apparently he's gonna get his manager to call me so we can sort out the fee.
Oh yeah, well you can't have a whole me on the show and not pay for the services. That's
what have I created here? What have
Nothing.
I created?
I mean, I was on my own, chilling, doing whatever I was doing, watching TV probably. I don't know. And then you know.
No, you was at work when I texted you.
Was I?
It was during the day.
It was at work. So, I was busy getting work done, doing some number stuff and, and you just wanted my very important presence in the show. And I thought, yeah, okay, fine, but you need to speak to my agent and,
So where's the agent now? I've not heard from him.
Well, you was negotiating the whole price and I thought, I'll just leave you two to sort
I've not actually heard from the agent, so what's happening?
No, it's okay. She'll get
okay. So
we're good. Yeah, we're okay.
But what I want to know is how are we going to change this makeup situation? You say we can't. It is the way it is.
Okay, firstly, close down Instagram.
Close down Instagram, which is not going to happen.
Okay, so once that can't happen, then I think you're already... The situation is already...
Maybe the saying goes, if you can't beat them, join them.
Well, that's what people are doing, by the thousands.
Yeah, but I mean
the new thing is any girl that can do a good heavy transformation is become a makeup artist now. So
yeah, and then they're all vloggers all on YouTube showing other people how to do it.
Yeah,
it's spreading. Like let's say 10 people have learned how to do it, then they spread. They teach another 10 people each, and it just spreads all over the place.
Some of you are gonna die broke, so. Don't.
I remember when I was growing up, I just used to use super drug brands. Like Rimmel, L'Oreal, Maybelline, just little super drug brands, you know what I mean? Now, the young people of my age, when I was that age, they're using MAC, Chanel, Bobbi Brown.
Where do you think half of my money goes for my sister? Oh, Yinka, I want money. Can you send me some money? I want to buy food. No, she's not buying food. Trust me, she's not buying food.
Eyeliner, eyebrow pencil.
Yeah. She's a good artist.
Gloss.
I'm not even joking. She can make things happen. She doesn't do the transformation, but I've seen her transform people.
Yeah, the transformation.
And they start young nowadays.
Yeah, much younger.
I mean, I don't know. I think the most back then was eyeliner and
yeah, but you didn't even know what you was doing. You was just doing something and you was hoping for the best.
You just see what comes out. But, you know, nowadays, full-on artists.
Yeah, it's an art. I don't agree with it, but I really do think that it's an art nowadays.
Well, it has to be. I mean, that's the only way you can change, you know, Jekyll to Hyde or Hyde to Jekyll. I don't know which one it is nowadays. Looking
at our list, we have only got halfway through.
And that was exactly my bet, that we were only going to get through half. So I think I won 2 bets then.
No, you never.
No. Firstly, we wasn't going to finish it.
Yeah.
And secondly, we're only going to do half of it. That's 2.
I'm not accepting this.
But that's 2 though. That's what I said though.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. See, it's always nice when you can get the women to and say they're wrong, because
I cannot believe this. Hold on a second. I never said that I was wrong.
Well, not wrong, but but you lost basically. And women always want to be right and always want to win. But in this case, for you guys out there, I've done it for you. You know,
I always win. I'm always right. But on this occasion today, just one time.
Say it louder. Say it louder.
No, that's it. I've done
say
it
loud.
I'm not saying
Let
it
them
again.
know that you.
I'm not saying it again.
How is it? Are you hating?
I don't think we should start our other 2 topics because we're going to run out of time.
Yeah, we would run out of time, definitely.
But do you have any last comments to make?
Last comments? No, I don't know. No, nothing. No.
You already said it all.
I think so.
So
I think I represented us quite well. So you know, for all the guys out there who wanted me to say everything you're thinking but couldn't say, I've done that now. I probably will pay for it after. I don't know, but you know, I still did it anyway.
I think you did represent them well.
Well, we have to. You know, I feel like we're the minorities now. We just
black
don't,
men or
every man. No, every man. Sorry, not every man. What was that? Every man.
Don't worry.
Every man.
It's they understand.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
You think you're the minority? Why do you say that?
Yeah, because we never get outside of the story.
Because you gossip in your little circles, in your man circles.
Guys don't gossip. We just
they
high
do.
five for
Yinka,
the new girls that we.
Men gossip too. I've heard them gossip.
Well, maybe they do. I don't know. But what I'm trying to say, they don't hear our side of the story because girls' voices come out more, and it's like, oh, guys are this and guys are. You should hear the things girls do. But you know. I'm not even going to go there. I already went there. But I'm not going to go there anymore.
Yeah, although he already went there.
Yeah, I already went there. So, no apologies for that.
So, I feel like my quote is not even really relevant right now. I might save my quote till next week, I think.
Yeah, you should do. It brings up a whole new topic, I guess. You can even say it at the start and then... No,
rant is at the beginning, quotes at the end.
Oh, is it? Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
I don't know how it works.
Don't come and try and change the format.
I don't know how it works,
See, comes one session and now wants to change the whole format. Change quote to the beginning.
I don't know how it works. I just thought, you're freestyling with things.
Yeah, it's quite freestyle. But anyways, I'm going to save my quote to next week. We had a lot to get through. We didn't quite get through a lot, but I think Yinka will come back again.
You think? You ain't paying me. I ain't coming back.
Listen, forget this paying. I gave you juice.
We need to talk about money. If it ain't money, I ain't even there.
So we'll see Yinka in a few weeks.
Oh. She's what? I'm gone. Bye.
So bye. No. So thank you very much, Tinka, for stepping in for Julez at very short notice.
Get well soon, Julez.
Yes, get well soon.
We love you long time.
She did text me the couple who are vlogging their wedding and stuff. Okay. I don't know them. She says I know them, but I don't know them.
Oh, by the way, if you don't know about Bella Niger, you should go on there. You would see exactly what I'm talking about all this marriage hype and all that stuff. They make marriage look like it's a handbag from Louis Vuitton or something. So, yeah.
We live in a different world. We live in different times. We just got to roll with the punches, though.
Well, yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah.
So anyway, guys, next week it will be me and Julez back to the normal lineup, same place, same time. Thanks to Yinka for joining us, represented for the guys out there, and I think that is it.
That is it.
See ya.
Bye.